What's up, everybody? I hope everybody's doing well, staying safe and healthy out there. Today, I'd like to work on this particular recording. This is Pat Martino's Cisco tune entitled Cisco off the El Hombre record. And I just recently got a request on YouTube to do a tutorial on this particular song. But I want to break down or I want to isolate the melody and then the solo. So this video will strictly focus on the melody, and then I'll explain the chord changes that Pat is playing through, or that basically make up this song. And then on the next video, I'll just focus strictly on the solo, Pat Martino's solo on this. So it's essentially, I would call it a G blues for the most part. It's like a G dominant blues, but it has, the chords back and forth. But I'll get to that. Let's go through the melody first with Pat, and then I'll explain how the chords are moving and different, I guess, kind of explain some different approaches that you could take in soloing through this. Okay, really quick, let's go through this this melody to Pat Martino's Cisco. Before we start, I wanted to let you guys know that it's very, he employs a lot of hammer-ons and pull-offs. So if the hammer-ons are a little difficult for you, try to just take a moment to just work them out. Because I find sometimes it's good to just sit with the guitar and see how long you can hammer a note and make it ring out. This is a great exercise for also building the endurance in your wrist, and then also just see how fast you can do it. After a while, you'll find that it'll start to burn in your forearms, but that's okay. That's you're basically exercising your muscles in your hand and in your forearm. So a lot of musicians, I've seen a lot of guitarists use the same middle finger to hammer on even like a four fret stretch, instead of like using this finger or using the pinky. So just try them all back and forth, just to build the strength and endurance. And you can try different frets. Try different frets as well as different string sets. When you get lower, it's a lot more difficult to stretch that middle finger 4 frets. So you're gonna have to employ the pinky finger more, because that's a stretch. It can be done, but it's more a lot easier to use your pinky. But anyway, let's just go through that. So that's another. You can write that on the side if you have issues, or if you want to do that private, like that exercise as far as the hammer-ons. That's a great way to build the strength and endurance in your wrist as well as your fingers. Just get them stronger. So let's go through this melody. So we have. And that's the whole entire melody. So really quick to go through to touch on the chords. The chords for the song, it's just a G. It's essentially just a G blues, but they're going down from G7 to F13, back and forth, and then they're going from C7 to B flat 13, and then they're going back to G7, then they're going to go to E7 sharp 9 or E7 altered, but then you're going to go to B flat minor 7, and then you're going to go from B flat minor 7 to A minor 7, and then you can use the tritone sub here at A flat 13, and then you're back at G7, just a blues. So really quick, I found that this is the easiest fingering for the melody though, because just of how the melody is moving and the inflections that he's using with the hammer-ons. It wouldn't make sense to start it down here on the D, and then even if you played it here, you still got to play that hammer-on, which wouldn't make sense for me because there's not another fret for you to kind of anchor to. So it's easiest to play here. And I'm almost positive that this is where Pat played it. And then once you get it, like to make it even hipper, you may want to explore some double stops. So in the melody, so once you've mastered the regular melody as it is, you may want to go. I think it'll be hip to play some harmony right here. And you can jump off the harmony right there. But I think as a matter of fact, when I just, of course, just copped it today, but when I play it on a gig, that's probably what I would play, just to give it some more hipness. It's already a hip melody, but just to add some more to it. You can even play chords. Maybe you might want to play it up an octave, because the flute is playing the octave melody. But yeah, just explore some different options with it to kind of bring it to the 21st century, and still make it, still keep the tradition, but bring it in the now as much as possible, so that when people hear it, it doesn't sound dated. It still sounds hip, because it's a hip tune regardless. Even if you want to play it as it is, it's still hip. But it's always good to explore some different options to kind of keep moving the needle forward, if that makes any sense. So hopefully that helps. I'll definitely post the solo. I'm working it out right now. So it'll be up soon, very soon. And like I said, this is in response to a request from one of the subscribers on my YouTube channel. So I